Are you ready? So what they did, I don't know who did this, but what they did is that they have, it's a completely AI generated, it's very short, it's 1 minute. It's a completely generated, you can see it's AI. But anyways, it's this guy interviewing people from the Middle Ages, from the early modern period, I guess 18th century. And it's absolutely hilarious. Did you see it? I need to show it with you guys. Check this out. Check this out. Look at this.
What's life like for you right now?
Woke up, stepped in dung, got taxed, and that was before breakfast.
Yeah, goodness, yeah. I mean, taxes were insane in the yeah, the boy is a thick actor. Yeah, taxes are insane in the Middle Ages. Now, given what I hate about this, look at this sword. It's got double handle. Like the AI, it doesn't know what it's doing, but it's funny. Look at this guy. So he's clearly, you know who he is, right? He's the guy that's gonna chop people's heads off. Look at this.
Do you enjoy your work?
Oh yeah, it's honest work, and no one talks back.
What do you think of...
Oh my gosh, it's nailing dark humor. It's honest work, and no one talks back. Holy moly! What about this? Do you think
King Henry?
Oh. Well, he's very committed to marrying.
Oh my gosh. King Henry. Oh, that's insane. Oh, what about this? What about this? This is killing me. What about this one? He was committed to marrying, he was.
Marrying.
How's the health situation looking?
Well, everyone I saw yesterday is dead today. So,
how does it do it? Why is it so good? How's the health situation? Oh my gosh.
How do you respond to the witch accusations?
If I were a witch, you'd already be a frog.
That's genius. That's genius. Holy moly.
What's the biggest challenge for a noblewoman these days?
3 hours to get dressed, and still no pockets.
how's business?
Flour shortage, the oven is cursed, and rats. Lots of rats. What's life?
The oven is cursed. Oh, that's good. Ooh, that's a good one.
Like for a farmer right now? Hard work, sore back, but the soil was good this year. Might even eat something with meat next week.
No, I hate TikTok, but that was genius. I don't know how the AI is capable of doing that, but that was impressive. That was impressive. Oh, you know, the oven is cursed. We've got little rats. We have, man. That's genius. That's genius. It's like, it's dark humor, not too much, but it's funny, and it makes sense even better. Like, it's already funny how it is. It's even funnier if you understand the history behind it. It nailed it. It nailed it. How did it do that? That's crazy. How a machine not only understands the history behind it, but it understands human humor. And I laughed. I don't know, guys, but that was great. As much as I hate I hate TikTok. I hate the everything. But man, I have to say it. You know me, I always tell it how it is, even if it pisses me off saying it. That's why, like, when I'm wrong, I tell you guys I was wrong. You know, I don't like saying it, but I was wrong. It's the guy who debunked it. Doesn't happen very often. But when it does happen, I'll say I admit it. So I was wrong. I had to cut out this section because I said something wrong about jousting, whatever it is. And in this case, I double hate it, but I love it. That was phenomenal. I loved it. That was so funny. I just don't know how they did it. That was insane. That was great. That was great. The guy, my favorite, I don't know, what was your favorite, guys? For me, my favorite was the guy with the cursed oven. So how's work? Oh, you know, got a bunch of rats, the flour shortages, the oven is cursed. Oh my gosh, that was great. Do you think the jokes were prompted? I don't think so, no. I think it's all AI generated. The other one, yeah, woke up, got taxed, That was before breakfast. And it's so true. If you look at how taxes worked in the medieval period, it is insane. Taxes, my friend. Yes, peasants also had to pay taxes. Of course, these would vary from place to place and from context to context. If peasants managed to cultivate and preserve more products than strictly necessary for their own subsistence, they might want to sell them, but to display their goods on market days, they had to pay the lord the tax called plateaticum tax. If, as a result of trade or barter, peasants came to own animals, they necessarily had to mow and collect grass to feed and care for them. Then, of course, take them to pasture in the case of cattle and sheep, goats, or produce acorns in the case of pigs. In these specific cases, they had to pay the lord the tributes known as jus pascendi, herbaticum and glandaticum. And that's just a few very basic taxes. This is just a core of the taxes. Work, 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 tax, 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 work a little more, a little extra tax. You got an animal, more taxes. You need to buy the taxes. Hey, how about in the meantime, you go fight for me against the... Yeah, welcome to the Middle Ages. Alright, but what if you were like a really smart peasant? You know, you can do something that you always do in video games, Legend of Zelda. What you could do is, instead of like, you know, just harvesting, because then you need to pay the taxes and then the animals, how about you just go fishing? You find a little nice lake, and then you fish, you get some fish, and then you sell it. Or maybe you finish. Tax piscaticum, my friend. If, as a medieval peasant, in the land where you're working, there is a nice lake, or there are some rivers, and you fish, you're gonna pay taxes to the lord. Okay, but what if, hear me out, this is a great plan. What if you just like grab a snail or two? You make a lot of snail, Pantanaticum tax, my friend. I thought of everything. Why am I laughing? This is horrible. The Pantanaticum tax was used if someone collected snails or frogs in stagnant waters that were the property of the lord. Well, you know, at least we have got to say that peasants did eat well when, you know, unless the crops failed or there was a war or there was a famine. But I'm just saying, in a regular situation, at least peasants could eat well, and even more so during religious holidays. Because of course, fishing and catching small animals was an element in enriching the medieval peasants' diet. But that diet already was pretty good and consisted of cereal, seasonal vegetables, bread, often consumed together in a form of soup, sometimes accompanied by a little cheese. And as we say, during religious holidays, they may, if they were successful, eat some meat from cattle, pigs, sheep or goat. Although then again, eating meat, I mean, you have to be a successful one, because otherwise it's mostly for the upper class. If you're enjoying this video so far, please take a moment to check out my Patreon page. With as little as a $5 support, you can help us ensure that we can continue to produce high quality and high researched content. And at the same time, you get access to polls, extra videos, unlisted streams, and much more. Thank you so much. Like literally, you own so you're the lord and you own a land, and then you give this land to it. You know, when you have like you have a fief, right? So you give it to the farmers, and they work the land for you, but the land is still yours, even though they can make a profit if they are very successful farmers, peasants, and then they can be, if they're successful, they can make some decent money when there isn't a drought and whatnot, or war, famine and all that. It's the medieval period, but they can, you know, that can happen. But it's funny because if you're a farmer or you're someone else in this land, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna catch the snails, sell them for a profit. There is a tax for snails specifically. There is a tax for it. If you want to fish, make a profit with the fish, there is a tax for the fish. If you want to hunt, but it belongs to the forest or grove, the game belongs there is a tax for it. It's like, it's insane. The medieval people thought of everything. Everything is taxed. Unbelievable.